This conference will now be recorded.
And sir, do we get this Excel sheet
I will
for
share
our
today after this session.
oh,
Okay, so in the morning session, we created these transactions for the same amounts on this particular date by maintaining the exchange rate according to our requirement. Whatever the scenario we have taken, the same scenario exchange rate we have taken, created the transactions. Whatever the manual P&L profit we have calculated, we saw the same number from SAP. Similarly, whatever the balance sheet figures we've got, we saw the same numbers from SAP trial balance. Now, what we will do, this is one kind of exercise that we have to carry out when you create your company code for your practice. Now, the second exercise, once you are clear, is to be done, is your legacy data upload. At base level, the initial kind of legacy data upload will be like this. We have to take some dummy trial balance, take only the GL accounts because we have not yet configured our company code fully to the extent of APAR, the assets. So what we are going to do, we are going to take everything as GL account balance. We will assume some amount of our choice. Make sure your account balance becomes zero as part of your trial balance and write some exchange rate according to your requirement. Let's say in this case, we are going to consider 78 as the exchange rate. Now write the accounting entry. We assumed that there is a logic to write the accounting entry for your legacy balances. What logic we have to follow here? You have to look at your trial balance. Look at the trial balance. This trial balance you are going to receive from your client. The trial balance that you receive from your client, you have to look at it from the account balance perspective. When I say account balance point of view, if I look at capital, I have to look at what is the balance of capital on the trial balance, whether this is a debit balance or credit balance. There may be a debit balance in a particular account, there may be a credit balance in a particular account. You should not blindly go by the nature of account, especially when you are loading initial balance or migration. Always look at the balance that is appearing on the trial balance. Ideally, capital is always credit, but in some cases, there may be debit balance also for any reason in any account. So we are not supposed to make any decision on the trial balance. We are not supposed to make any correction on the trial balance from our side. Strictly not allowed. The data that you get from your client is to be as it is uploaded in SAP and downloaded from SAP. Clear?
yes, sir.
Now in this, what we have done, we have taken around 7 GL accounts. For these 7 GL accounts, first one we took capital. Capital account, let me minimize a little so that we can see including the accounting entry. Okay, the first one that we are looking at here is capital. In the trial balance, capital is showing as a negative balance. So if you are getting confused, you can put this in the number format. Okay, so this also let me put in the number format. And this number also I'll put number format. Okay. Now capital is showing a credit balance. From the trial balance, when you're writing the initial balance or cutover balance upload accounting entry, always remember one leg is always coming from the trial balance. The other leg, which means the offsetting account, is always a fixed GL account, which is called as data migration account or takeover account. Now in this example, let us assume only one GL account as your data migration or takeover. Now capital is showing a credit balance. On your accounting entry, you are going to take this capital on the credit side. Okay, to complete your accounting entry, you need one debit, one credit. Now from this trial balance, you got to know capital is showing a credit balance. We've put capital on the credit side. The missing side, which is the debit, will be by default takeover account. You have to debit takeover account, credit capital account. Similarly, if you look at purchases is showing a debit balance. For this, you put purchase on the debit side. The missing side, which is your offsetting account, on the credit side will be takeover account. Okay, always remember this is a takeover account. In takeover account, you may create several takeover accounts, but end of the day, that's takeover. Okay, now sales. Sales is showing credit balance on your trial balance. If it shows a credit balance, your accounting entry will be credit side for the sales, and the missing debit side will be takeover account. Similarly for your salaries. Salaries is showing debit side on the trial balance, so your accounting entry will be debited for salaries, credit will be takeover account. Similarly, other income shows credit balance on the trial balance. You put other income on the credit side and put takeover account on the debit side. For fixed assets is showing a debit balance. Take fixed assets on the debit side. Remaining side, which is the missing side, take the offsetting as takeover account. Last one is your bank loan. It shows a credit balance. Take bank loan on the credit side and put debit side to the takeover account. Clear with this accounting entries?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Once we are clear with the accounting entries, the first point you have to see is note down the accounting entries, which accounting entry you are going to pass, what will be debit, what will be credit. Once this is done, your trial balance is ready. Now you are clear with the trial balance. Your basic validation is completed, ensuring that the TB has become 0, and you would have noted down for which kind of accounts you need the breakup. After that, you have to get into SAP, load the data. For loading this trial balance into SAP, you have to create one different document type. Okay, a new document type will be created, and then you need one GL account for takeover. In this case, we are taking everything into single GL account called takeover. Let me go to SAP first. I'll create GL account FS00. What was the company code? D00. So in this D00, first let me verify if we have created takeover account group. Okay, if I go to display mode, if I open the drop down at the account group level, so we have created only 4 account groups: asset, liability, income and expenses. We did not create any account group called takeover account. First we need to have an account group for takeover. Let's create an account group. To create the account group, you have to go to OBD4 GL account group. In this, add a new entry. Our chart of account is DE00. This I'll take takeover accounts. Account groups I'll take DETA. Account number range, I am going to take 8 series accounts for this. 8 followed by 7 times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 number will be 8 followed by 7 nines because we are using 8 digit GL account number. Enter. Save this account group. Now, whenever you create any new account group, we have to define this account group for the document splitting classification. Let's go to document splitting, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, document splitting, classify GL accounts for document splitting. Give your chart of account DE00, add a new entry. The GL account range that we have created for takeover is 8 series. Put 8 followed by all zeros, 8 followed by all nines. And this one will be your balance sheet account in your item category. I'll pick balance sheet account, enter, save it. Save, yes.
Do we
Okay.
have any specification on selecting the item category?
Yes. So when we actually define our company code, I will explain all these categories for which kind of
Okay.
account group, what item category to be used. Your item category selection will have an impact on your journal entry posting, your document splitting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now document splitting has been completed. Let's create one document type OB-A7. So we will be creating a document type starting from U. So let me go down to the U series. In U currently there is UE, US. Okay, so let's create a document with UD. But in real time, this will not be there. This might be created by somebody for practice purpose. We are going to create UD. But the point you have to remember is your initial balance upload document type will be U series. Or I'll create UJ, upload journal entry. Number range, I am going to use, either you can create the same number range or you can create a different number range. I will assign the same number range 01, for which we have already defined number ranges, and reverse document type I'll put AB. I'll not put AB, I'll put UJ only. Now
Sir,
this account or this document type is used for all your uploaded transactions. You will be uploading all kind of entries, so you have to allow all these account types. Press enter and then save it. In case if you are posting any intercompany related transactions as part of your opening balance upload, you have to enable this intercompany. Okay, if you don't enable this, it will stop you for posting certain intercompany related transactions. Save this first.
Universal document type has not been entered.
Yeah. So reversal document, I am going to use the same. To avoid the confusion, if my original document is UJ, because this is my takeover document, when I reverse, I want to have the same document number so that I'll not get confused where this document got reversed. Create this and then save it. Now, here description.
sir, is it mandatory, sir, that we have to use you for legacy data upload?
It is not mandatory, but this is the best practice.
Okay.
You can create any document type, there is no restriction as such, but the ideal approach is to create a new document type so that at any given point of time you can identify what are your initial balance upload entries.
So most of the companies are using this one.
Yes. Okay, so I am giving the document type description as legacy data transfer. I'll save it. Now this is done. Once this is done, there are few points that we'll have to understand. I'll take this data, copy, I'll take it down. Now, once we have this information, you have the trial balance ready, you have made account group ready, you have the document type ready. Now let us create one GL account also. 8 series, let me create one account by copying any one balance sheet account. I'll create 8 all zeros, and this will be my takeover. Takeover is not coming because I did not refresh this screen. Let me come out and then re-enter FS00. I'll copy from an existing balance sheet account. I'll take 8 series balance sheet account. So I'll take takeover account. I'll give the GL account name as takeover. Or you can give data migration any description of your choice. This is not
Sir,
an
why?
open item.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, why we are creating this takeover account under the liability?
you can create this under any category. I am creating this under balance sheet account. This is not liability. I copied from liability.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, so that I am not assigning anything in control data, create bank interest. I just took existing liability account as reference.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but this is created under data takeover.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, save this. Now we have a takeover account created here. This is your takeover GL account. Now once the takeover GL account is ready, few points that we'll have to understand. Point number 1, project go live date. First point that we have to understand is project go live date. Now for us to see this properly, today we posted entries in which month? Current month. In the morning session we posted entries in the April month. So I have to take as an example the cutover or go live date as before April in order to create the values, in order to see the values properly on the system. So what I will do, March, let's say 20th 2023 is my go live date. Clear?
Yes, sir.
March 20th is my go live date. Assuming we are in March month currently, 20th March is the go live date. So instead of 7th April, you assume we are on 7th March. Now March 20th 2023 is your go live date. Now to do legacy data transfer, we need trial balance of the go live previous month. Okay, to do legacy transfer, we need a trial balance of go live date previous month. In short, go live previous month. In which month are we going live?
April.
In which month
March.
are we going live? March 20th is our go live date.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, this is our go live date. Now to do legacy data transfer, we need a trial balance, but trial balance of which month? Your go live previous month. What is go live previous month?
February. February.
February. We are going live in March. So according to this statement, you need go live previous month trial balance. So here we need February 2023 trial balance. Is this correct?
Perfect.
Now you have to understand one more thing: month end and financial closing. There is something called month end and financial closing. Now, every company will have a cutoff date for financial closing, right? No company will close the financial on the last day of the month. Every company will have a cutoff date. That may be, let's say, 3 working days, maybe 5 working days, or 5 calendar days, something like this. Every company will have a logic based on their requirement. Accordingly, they will be finalizing their month end reporting. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, assuming this project, let's say Dell, Dell closes their financials on third working day of the month. Third working day of the month. Now, according to February, when February month will get closed?
28th. 28th of February. March 3rd.
This statement we have to read now. Dell closes their financial on third working day of the month. So February means March third working day. Now let's open calendar. We are on April. If I go to March, what is third working day of March?
Friday.
Third? It is third. In case first is coming on Thursday, 1, 2, and then Saturday, Sunday are not counted, your month end will be, or your closing will be done on 6th. Clear? If you're talking about working day, you're not including weekends or holidays. If you're talking about calendar days, you're counting calendar days. Third working day, even it comes on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Now, according to this, they have to finalize on what date?
3rd.
Feb.
3rd of March.
TB will be finalized on 3rd March 2023. Now on 3rd March, data will be ready with the client. Now we are on 7th. Now it will be pre-agreed, like on what date they will be sharing the cutover data with us. In short, the trial balance with us. Assuming we will receive the trial balance from client on 10th, or let's say on 7th. Let's say we are receiving it today, 7th March 2023. On 3rd, they finalized and they did all the final adjustments whatsoever. They are sharing the trial balance to us today. Now, once you get the trial balance today from the client, you will be having data of February 2023 alone, correct? Your trial balance is going to have the data of Feb 2023 alone. Now, you have legacy data, two forms. One is cutover data, second one is catch over data. Okay, you will classify this into two parts. One is cutover, the other one is catch over. Now cutover data is go live, previous month, trial balance. cutover data is always go live previous month trial balance. Catch over data is always go live month first till go live date. In short, if our go live date is March 20th, 2023, cutover data is till what date?
February
Till
28.
February 28, 2023. Correct?
Yes.
In TB format. February data is in TB format till 28th February. Now your catch over data is till what date?
March 20th.
1st March to
March
19th March.
March 1 till 19th March in the Excel templates. It is not the trial balance. Your catch over data is not in the trial balance format. It is in which format? It is in the Excel template. We call it as catch over templates, like your cash transactions, bank transactions, GL transactions, customer, vendor, all the transactions. You will share a template with your client. They will capture all the data from 1st till 19th on the Excel sheet in the format that you have specified. They will share it with you on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Now, this is not a priority activity, but this is priority activity. This has to be completed before your go live date. Okay. Once you got this cutover data, let's say this is the trial balance of February 2023. Clear? This is your trial balance Feb 2023 because we are going live on March 2023. First thing that we'll have to do is load the trial balance of February. Point number 1, we received TB of which month? Feb 2023. Correct? Second point, we have to load this TB in SAP in Feb month only. In which month we have to load this data in SAP? Feb or March? If you are going live in March, does not mean you will load your trial balance in March. You will have to load February balances in February itself, because in SAP your client sees this as opening balance. Your legacy balance, your according to client, what is this balance? Closing or opening in SAP?
Opening balance.
It will be opening balance. Opening balance according to accounting is always closing balance. If I load this balance in the month of March, I am doing a mistake, because for me I want to see my February data as opening balance in SAP. If I have to see February data as opening balance in SAP for the month of March, I have to load my February trial balance in February itself. Okay, whatever the TB you got, make sure you load the TB in the same month. Whatever the month TB you are receiving, in the same month, on the last day of the month you have to load. In this case, what will be your date? So legacy data
28, sir.
upload, posting date will be 28/02/2023. Correct? This will be your posting date. Clear so far these 3 points?
Yes, sir.
Now we will be posting this data in a different way in ECC and in S4 HANA. In ECC, we will post the legacy data using BDC upload. Okay, in ECC we will be posting the legacy data using BDC upload, and in S4 HANA we will post the legacy data using LTMC template. Okay, in S4 HANA we will post the data using LTMC template. Now, for now I am going to post manual entries, but in the tomorrow's session I will post using LTMC template. First we will understand how manual data is posted, then I will show you how BDC works, and then how your LTMC works.
Sir, in ACC, then what is the use of LSMW, sir?
LSMW we will not be using for financial JV uploads. LSMW will be used for your JV corrections, master data uploads, master data corrections.
Okay.
For JV upload, you will be using BDC upload both on ECC and on S4 HANA system. But in S4 HANA, for your legacy data transfer, SAP provides predefined LTMC upload template. Okay. So 7th point, in ECC we don't maintain any legacy transfer date, and in S4 HANA we have to maintain legacy transfer date. Based on this date, system will pick posting date for legacy data. Okay, in S4 HANA, how we will be uploading the legacy balance? Using LTMC template. Correct? In LTMC template, you will not be having posting date column. So this posting date we will have to update as data takeover date or data transfer date. So that will be here on your S4 HANA system. If you go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, if you go to global settings, if you go to tools, you will have legacy data transfer. If you open this legacy data transfer, you have defined settings for legacy data transfer. Open this. Here for our company code, if I go to position DE00, I have to update the migration key date. Now we are trying to upload the trial balance of which month? February. So when you upload the February trial balance, what date you have to consider as posting date?
28th of February.
28th of February. Here you have to put 28th February 2023, and the status is either in preparation or ongoing. Okay, I'll tell this afterwards. Based on this setting, you can control the other transactions. Now here you'll put ongoing. The moment you put this,
This is only for GL, right?
this is
This is only for GL.
correct. Okay, here you have to give this and we have to save this setting. It's taking some time. Now, next one. Once this is done, you have to upload the template in which you have to fill up this data. This cutover data, whatever we have from the trial balance, you have to put this in the LTMC format and upload in S4HANA system. That I will show you in the next session. Before that, we have to understand how we will pass these entries manually, how we will see the report from the system, so that the next one, when we do it in LTMC, it is all automated. There is nothing much we have to do from our end. It's all simple, straightforward. Now, for this, let us post the accounting entry manually, for which I'll go to system. Now it has been updated. Now if you see, this migration key date, is this editable or it is grayed out?
Grayed out.
It is grayed out. So which means if my migration is ongoing, nobody can change this date. If somebody has to change this date, they have to change the status to in process, press enter, update the date, and again put this to ongoing. Okay, so if somebody is asking you, when you upload the legacy data in your S4HANA system, how your migration date is taken, your migration date is updated here. This migration date will become your posting date in S4HANA. Okay, now I am not saving this. We'll update this setting in tomorrow's session. Now I am going to use a manual entry posting using, I can use FB01 or I can use F-02, I can use FB50 since I am posting manually. But in real time, if you are not using S4HANA system, assuming you are on ECC system, in ECC system, how we will post this? Using BDC upload.
So,
Correct? In ECC,
Yes.
we will be posting using BDC upload. For BDC upload, you need a recording. For BDC, what we need?
Batch input record.
Now, next one, I'll put in ECC, we will upload the data using BDC format, and this BDC is ABAP development. Okay, your ABAP consultant will create a BDC format and then he will share it with you. Now for this BDC, there are two options. Option number one, you can record a transaction. Whenever you are creating any BDC recording, you will always take FB01 transaction code. So either we take recording of FB01 or we will use standard BAPI for accounting document posting. But in most of the scenarios, we will not follow the recording. We will take the standard BAPI for accounting document posting. Clear? If somebody is asking you how your BDC is created, tell you have used standard BAPI. Now this we will talk later on in detail. Now it is time to create this legacy data into SAP through manual approach. Now to create the data in SAP manually, what we need to do? We need to upload this data in February month, for which let me go to posting period variants OB52, maintain all. Our posting period was DE00. I kept only fourth period open. Now fourth period will become second period, correct? Fourth according to us was April. Now February will be 2. Now here what will be the period? April was 1 2022. February will become what?
11.
11. 2022, correct? Yes, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
11/2022. Enter. Save it. Now we've kept February period open both for leading and non-leading. IFRS accounting principle and Indian Companies Act accounting principle. Come back. Now we will be loading using FB50 transaction. I'll use FB50 for single screen. So first thing, check if this is your company code. This is not your company code. Change the company code from here. Put DE00. Okay, document date, posting date will be 28 February 2023. Okay, so reference I'll put takeover. Header text also I'm giving takeover. First account is what? Capital. Now I have GL master here. Capital is 2 lakh. I'll take this account number. And migration account is 8 series. Now capital, what we have to do with capital? We have to do a debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit, sir.
We have to credit the capital, and the exchange rate what we assumed was 78. So we have to ensure the correct exchange rate is maintained, otherwise we will get into trouble. Go to OB08. This exchange rate is from 28 April, valid from 28/02/23. Sorry, 28/02/2023. EM. From currency will be INR. To currency will be dollar. Similarly, the other way, dollar to INR. So foreign currency to local currency will be direct quotation 78. Local currency to foreign currency will be indirect quotation 78. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Right, we are getting a message, an entry already exists, which means for this date there is already an exchange rate updated. So let's cancel this and go back. OB08 once again, or simply I'll go to exchange rate simulator EWCT, INR to dollar, enter. I'll give my migration key date as 28/02/2023. What is the rate? 85.
Yes, sir.
But is this our requirement? Our requirement is what? 78.
77. Yes. Yes.
Go to OB08. Go to position. Exchange rate type M. From currency INR to currency dollar. Valid on 28/02/23. Enter. So on 28/02/23 there is 85. We need 78. Just update this as 78. Okay. Similarly, the other way around. Dollar to INR on the same date. Here also it is 85. Make it 78 and then save it. If I come back and reopen exchange rate simulator EWCT, INR to dollar on 28/02/2023, now it is showing 78 with a slash, which means indirect quotation.
Correct.
Let me do a simple simulation. I'll take this amount 8 lakhs and let me check if I am getting the correct dollar value or not. This is giving me 10,256.41. This is same 10,256.41.
Yes, sir.
Now let us record the entry. Now your data is correct. Capital account is here. You have to credit capital account, and this takeover account you have to debit. Amount that you will take is 8 lakhs on the debit side, 8 lakhs on the credit side. Enter. Okay, text is mandatory here. You put 8 lakh here, 8 lakhs here. Go right side, you have to fill up profit center. Cost center, profit center. DE0001 is what we have created. DE0001. Copy, copy. And before posting, if you want to know whether the dollar is correctly updated or not, just double click on this line item. Any line you double click and you go to more data, you will be able to see your group currency amount. Clear? Come back and then let's post this entry. Now correct the customizing setting for universal ledger. Let's see why this is coming. Let's simulate general ledger. Go to expert mode. And this is talking about underlying ledger I0. Now when you're practicing, these kind of errors will come if you do not know how to create a ledger. Okay, morning when we were creating a ledger, I told we are not supposed to copy any ledger if you want to create a ledger. If you copy by an existing ledger for your ledger, you will end up creating problem for other company codes. I'll go to FINSC_ledger. In the error message, if you go to expert mode, it will give you detailed error analysis. It is telling no underlying ledger I0 is assigned. From this ledger master, go to ledger I0, page down. I0 is here. Somebody created an extension ledger. Click on company code settings. Whoever created this I0, their intention was to use it for their company code, but they ended up creating this ledger for all the company codes. Correct? Now you have to frequently check before posting any further transaction whether your settings are properly updated or not. Otherwise, certain things when you want to practice, it becomes difficult. Go to position. This extension ledger is not related to our company code. Select your company code, delete it from your ledger. I0 is no longer valid for DE00 company code. Even when you practice, do not copy the ledger for a new ledger creation purpose. Okay, you are nowhere concerned about all these company codes, but we will end up creating trouble for all the other company codes. Go back. Now I'm not going to repost it. I'll just close this message. I have refreshed the settings. I have deleted some entry. I have to do a simulation once again. Now I'll go back, enter. I will simulate general ledger once again. Let me check expert mode. On the expert mode, you will come to know if there are any messages. If there are any errors at the time of saving, you can see those error messages on the simulate general ledger by clicking on expert mode. If you see, there is no message now. If messages are blank, when you try to click on save or post, document will get posted without any error. Now I'll continue. I'll click on post. Go back. Post. Okay, this entry has been posted. Similarly, let us post the other entries. For everything, I'll take the same reference takeover, header text takeover. Second account is purchases. My purchase GL account is 4 all zeros.
Can we post at that time? All?
No,
We can't.
you're not supposed to post. If something goes wrong, you will end up reversing everything.
Okay.
Okay, your purchase is debit. Select debit for purchase. Credit for takeover account. Your purchase balance is 6 lakh. So I'll take 6 lakhs. 6 lakh here. Text was mandatory. Let's put something in the text. And then profit center. So wherever you have a GL account, you must input profit center manually. We should not expect a system to do this splitting in every scenario. Splitting has a different purpose. You have to expect system to split only on those special scenarios. Now enter. Now this is a cost element. We have to assign cost center also. DE00011001 is the cost center code. Did not take. DE00011001. Enter. Okay, now I'll save this document. Okay, second document has been posted. Yeah.
In real time, do we post anything manually? We use only BDC, right?
Yes, in real time we will post using BDC, but since we do not have BDC, I am posting it manually.
Yeah, that is okay. But in real time, we don't post manually, right?
No, we don't post manually because you will have lot of entries, maybe 500,000, 2,000 entries to be posted. Manually not possible.
Thank you.
In ECC, you will use BDC. In S4HANA, you will use LTMC. Third one is sales. GL account for sales is 3 all zeros. Now I'll put reference this one 8 series and then I'll put 3 series. Sales will be credit. 8 series is my takeover account. It will be debit. Amount for sales is 7 lakhs. I'll copy this number. Seven lakh here, 7 lakhs here. There is no expense account. So I'll put text as it is mandatory. Profit center I'll fill up.
So business area is not required. Huh?
Not required. We have not created any business area so far.
Okay. Real time also is not required, sir. That one.
No, majorly we will not use it. Only profit center and segment. Okay, sales will get posted. Next entry will be salaries 40,000. Let's take the salaries account. Salaries will be 4 lakh 1. So this entry is posted. Again input the date. If you give any wrong date for any accounting entry, your balances will not match. So salaries will be 4 lakh 1. And then your takeover account is 8 lakh. Salaries is an expense. It will be debit. takeover account will be credit. Balance is 40,000. Put 40,000. Text you put dot in both. Salaries is an expense. You need cost center. Takeover account, balance sheet, you need profit center. Enter 40,000. Ensure the amount is correct. 40,000. Post it. Next one, other income 80,000. Let's check the GL number for other income. Other income is 3 all zeros 1. Amount is 80,000. Put the same date again, 28th February. Takeover 3 all zeros 1 and then takeover 8. Other income is credit. Takeover account will be debit. Amount is 80,000. Put 80,000 on both the sides. One is revenue, the other one is balance sheet. In short, there is no expense account, no need of cost center. Directly go input your profit center. Save it. Next one, fixed assets,
Sir, here is document type
9,75,000.
not there, no, sir.
Sorry, I did not put document type. I'll show it. If you are not able to see the document type here, we have to go to editing options. I missed it. In the editing option, you will find document type option. Currently, this is hidden. I think all our entries are going to SA document type now. It's okay. So here you have to put document type ready for input. Save it.
Sir, you have not added in documents to it, right?
I have added. Yeah, there also I need to add. Correct. Okay, let's proceed with SA only as we have posted some entries with SA. Let's continue with this. In this single screen, if you are not able to see the document type, you have to go to editing options and then control it here. Document type selection ready for input. Go back. But let's continue with SA, but assume that we should have used UJ here. Now I'm not changing now. So tomorrow's session in LTMC, we will use UJ document type. Take over fixed assets. Your fixed asset account number will be 1 all zeros 1. I'll put 1 all zeros 1 and then takeover is 8 series. Fixed asset will be debit. Takeover will be credit. What is the amount? 9,75,000. Put this amount here and then here. Not value date. Text you put dot in both the places. Profit center we need to assign and then save it.
Sir, can we see here posting period?
If you wanted to see posting period, again on the editing options, here you will have posting period settings, display periods, save,
Okay.
go back. You will see the posting period here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Take over. Now we are left with last one, bank loans 35,000. Bank loans is your 2 all zeros 1. 2 all zeros 1 and the offsetting will be takeover. Bank loan is credit. Your takeover will be debit. This is 35,000. Let's take 35,000 and 35,000. Text, I'll put a dot because it is made mandatory. Profit center. Okay, I'll post it. Now we are done with posting all the entries. Correct? All the entries have been posted. Now once your cutover entries, your trial balance is uploaded in SAP, you have to download the trial balance from SAP. To download the trial balance, go to S underscore PL0 underscore 86000030. On Fury, you will have SAP predefined trial balance tiles. There is no need of any transaction code on Fury screen. But if you want to do it on the GUI screen, you have to go through transaction code. Now this is valid in both ECC and S4HANA system. I wanted to first check my trial balance in local currency. I'll put currency type 10 and company code DE00. I'll not give any account number because I want complete trial balance. Straight away come down for leading ledger. In leading ledger, in which month we uploaded the data? In which period? February. Leading ledger 2 or 1 or 4?
2, sir.
2022.
Okay, press enter because I am selecting leading ledger. According to ledger, period is 2 February. Now execute. We got the data like this. Go right side and I'll remove the other fields. Or I'll simply change my layout. There is no layout, so I don't want all other things. Accumulated balance is what I need. Business area I don't want. Currency, account number, segment I don't want. Profit center, company code, balance carry forward I don't want. Previous year I only need the closing balance, so I'll take only the accumulated balance. Company code I'll take to the top. Currency I'll bring it bottom, total for my balance. I'll save this as okay, so I don't need this also. Currency text we don't want. What else we don't want? Profit center, period. Currency I'll take to the last. Save, continue. Okay. Okay, this is your trial balance. Is this becoming 0? Now in this trial balance, if you notice, you are also able to see takeover account. But what is takeover balance in the trial balance?
0.
0.
Your takeover balance has become 0, which means the takeover GL account, the takeover accounts we are using only for the purpose of bringing your legacy balances into SAP. Every account in your trial balance is corresponding takeover as an offsetting. If you see, every account is offset to a takeover account everywhere. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If your trial balance is becoming 0, automatically your takeover account balance also becomes 0. If your takeover account is not showing 0 balance, after uploading the trial balance, your data migration has gone wrong somewhere. You have to reconcile to identify where something went wrong. To identify these kind of mistakes, we will be creating separate migration GL accounts. Asset migration separate, liability migration separate, customer migration separate, vendor migration separate. Likewise, you will create different GL accounts. Now, once you see that your trial balance, takeover account balance is 0, your legacy data upload is correct. And you have to check if the account balance is properly matching or not. 9,75,000 is here. Let me take this.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is the best approach, sir? Altogether uploading is best or individual?
Separate.
Okay.
You should always upload separate. Assets separate with asset migration GL account. Now I'll
Hello,
put
sir.
this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, leading ledger February month is period is 11. But sir, my doubt is, sir, why you take 2?
No, for non-leading, our month is 11. For leading, we are using IFRS. For IFRS, we are using Jan to December.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Where
The
the
data we
screenshot
can
went?
download in
Yeah.
SAP.
That we can download. Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
in
If you
which
see
ticket we have a like entry has been passed, sir? FB50, right?
FB50, you can pass in any entry, FB50, FB01, F-02. You can take any GL posting transaction.
Sir, in such case, how the system will come to know that this takeover GL should be mentioned as 0? As we know that we have
System will
debited.
not know. System will only give you the account balance. If your data entry is proper, then the takeover account balance will automatically become 0. All these workings is what we have to do manually on our Excel sheet out of SAP. If you put incorrect entry also, system will accept. But the thing is, before posting any entry, we have to do our exercise on the Excel sheet, and this is not uploaded directly on the production server. First, you will test it in the development or quality. Once everything is fine according to you, you are satisfied, then you will do it in the pre-production server or mock server. From there, you will download the trial balance, share it with the client. If they are okay with it, then you will upload the same file on the production server.
Sir, for all companies, we don't have a pre-production server, right? Very rare cases we have pre-production
Correct.
server, right?
Correct.
Then we have to do in quality.
Quality system.
Okay.
Okay, if you see this balances, capital is showing 8 lakhs. Now here if you see capital is showing 8 lakhs credit balance. Purchases is 6 lakh debit balance, and you will see purchase 6 lakh debit balance. Sales 7 lakhs credit balance. Sales you will see 7 lakh credit balance. Salaries 40,000 debit balance. Here is your salary 40,000 debit balance. 80,000 other income, you will see 80,000 other income credit balance. Asset 3,75,000 positive balance. Sorry, 9,75,000, you will see 9,75,000 positive balance for the asset. Correct? Huh? And you have 35,000 as bank loan credit. Here is your 35,000 bank loan credit. Now what you will do here on SAP, you just do a right click, you'll get an option called spreadsheet. Make sure that your radio button is third one and the option is 31. Excel SX format. Say OK. Export on the desktop. Yes. Allow. Allow. This is the trial balance that we downloaded from SAP. Now in this trial balance screen, we do not have the GL account number. That account number we will get added in this program by the technical consultant. you inform the ABAP consultant, he will map that field into this screen. And this data is what you are going to share to your client. Your client will simply do a VLOOKUP. You will have the GL account number here, and your legacy data also has GL account number. He will just do a VLOOKUP from this account to this account. He will just compare true false. If everything is correct, he will say my data is correct. If anything is wrong, they will come back stating in this account data is wrong, value is mismatching. Then you will have to check if the initial input whatever they had given in the trial balance is correct or there are any corrections. Now this is your trial balance in local currency. I'll cut this, I'll put it at the bottom. Next, let us download trial balance in dollars. 30, execute. If you do this, you will get the trial balance in US dollar. I'll take this screenshot also. Copy. I'll put this below this.
Sir, in end users, they will post the entries in March 1st onwards in SAP system.
Yes. March 1st onwards. Repeat your question again.
End users, February month,
They will
it
not
is a
post
trial balance.
entries from,
They gave trial balance, right?
correct.
March month, any like entries they started posting on like a March month post onwards, or
So
what
our go live date
date
is
they will start to
20th
post?
March. So they will be posting entries in the
Okay.
SAP system from 20th onwards. Whatever the data they have until 19th March is posted in production system by the consultant. We have to post it. So here we have written March 1st till 19th March. In the Excel templates, they will share the data. That is called as your catch over data.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the balance in
Okay.
your group currency, dollars. If you verify, you can verify the dollar values. 10256.41, you will see 10256.41 is here, 7692.31 is here, 8974.36 is here, 512.82 is here, 1025.64 is here, 12,500 is here, 448 is here. That's it. Yeah, all these entries are here. Your takeover account has become zero even in your dollars. Clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, but from March 1st to March 19th, they have their business, right? They have to post their business transactions, right?
They
So
will
what
post
they,
all their business transactions in their legacy system. It's not that they will stop the business. They will do the business as usual, but they will not record in SAP.
okay, but from March to 19th, when that data will get uploaded, sir?
So it depends. So you may ask the data to be shared on a daily basis. Okay, if they are giving you the data on a daily basis, let's say today's data I will give you tomorrow. Whatever the transactions we did today, sales, purchases, expenses, bank, whatever, I will be sharing that data to you in the format that you share with me. You have to give a template. Okay, for you to upload each transaction, to upload customer transaction, vendor, asset, bank, cash, expense, income, in what format you need the information. You will share a template. In that template, user will fill up the data and share it with you. You have to upload the data into SAP and confirm to the user or download the transaction dump, share it with them. or
So
they will give
yeah,
you on a weekly basis.
okay. Once all the data get uploaded, then they stop using that legacy system, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about the payments?
What about
Payments in that period in catch or
payments? Everything will go on, everything will be happening, but they will be issuing payment from the SAP system from 20th onwards only. Before 20th, until 20th, their
okay.
SAP is not live.
Yes.
Correct? SAP is live on 20th, which means till 19th, they will take formats, payments, whatever on their legacy system only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's not that they have no system until 20th. They will have their existing system, which they will use until 20th. In fact, they will use the legacy system until the first month end. Till February, sorry, till March
Okay.
end, they
After
will
go live,
post
they
all.
stop.
Go ahead. Okay, till March end, they will record all their transactions in legacy system also, and in the SAP system also you will have March transactions. What they will do, they will pull out the reports from legacy system. They will also pull out the reports from SAP system to do reconciliation, whether my reports, balances, everything is coming correctly or not. Because there has to be some pool proof, right? Stating to show that your SAP numbers are coming correct. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for that, for initial first 2 months or at least first 1 month, they will have data in both the system.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your second exercise to upload legacy data in SAP. Now what we have done is manual upload. The same thing will be done using your BDC or LTMC. Whatever the way you post, the same entries you are going to download from the system. The way you are entering the data in system is different. Either you are entering using LTMC template in S4HANA or BDC template in ECC. Since we do not have both of this as of now, we are posting using manual entry. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Sir,
can we expect this BDC in future, sir?
For BDC, we will not be able to do it. BDC is done by ABAP. You need a program for it. ABAP will write a code.
Okay, sir.
We can do in
But I'll show you
LSMW.
how BDC works.
You're right.
LSMW is not recommended for transaction posting. We don't use it. We don't recommend it. In olden days,
Okay.
LSMW was used for transaction posting, but currently nobody uses. Even if you use LSMW, you will get a cross question. Why are you using LSMW? Okay, LSMW we will use for correcting the transaction. Let's say I posted all these entries. Now, in all these entries, let's say some mistake I had made. Let's say assignment I have given wrong or header text reference I have given wrong. For correcting all these things, I can use LSMW, but not for the posting a genuine transaction. We don't recommend, we don't use it.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes.
Sir,
hello, sir.
what we'll use for Suite on HANA?
which one?
For Suite on HANA, what we'll be using? LTMC or BDC?
LTMC only. On HANA, in any version, it will be LTMC.
Okay, sir.
Sir, there is a TV for every month, na?
TB4?
Every month we have a TV, na? Trial balance.
Correct. Yes.
So, sir, whenever we are doing this data migration, so how many years of a TV we are getting from the client?
Only 1 month. Your TB contains the accumulated balances, right? The closing balance of a particular account as on the month end. Let's say in our example, February, The account closing balance on February you will get.
Okay.
And the breakup of that account you will get separately, which we discussed yesterday.
Okay, sir.
Sir, anyhow, month-end process, we have a topic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Any questions on this part, what we have done now?
No, sir.
Okay. All
Sir,
right.
where do
Let
we go
me.
and change the document type, sir? As we created the document type